Anyway,
Right.
we'll move on from that from this the Biden impeachment thing, right? What's he being impeached for? Maybe some bribery stuff. We don't know. We don't know yet. We're not sure. One day we'll find out, maybe, if any. But go ahead. But if you
No,
want,
you know what? When I think about this, I just think about one of my favorite little emojis in texting. The one that's just like, I don't know.
I don't know.
What are we impeaching him about?
Don't really
Yeah.
know. But if you want to ask, do certain people in this country believe we should have a two-tier justice system or a hierarchy where some people get special treatment and other people don't? Well, yeah, they're called conservatives, and here's the majority part with the evidence. So this is in one of the hearings in the House, and a Democrat asks a question. They're going to talk about it.
The Kassar clip, this looks like it might be kind of funny. Kassar, will members of the House Oversight Committee raise their hands if you believe both Hunter and Trump should be held accountable for any indictments if convicted? And we'll see who raises their hands here.
Who raised their hand? Who didn't? Here we go.
Can everyone on the Oversight Committee say the same thing? Well, members of the Oversight Committee, please raise your hand if you believe both Hunter and Trump should be held accountable for any of the indictments against them if convicted by a jury of their peers. We can take a minute. No, it's serious. This is a serious matter. If y'all need to think about it, we can take a moment and think about it. It is serious. This is very serious.
Can you pause it?
So there you have it. The Republicans do not think Trump should be held accountable. Oh, hang on. What's going on? Little technical problems. Just little technical problems. All right. Yeah, they none of them raised their hand. Oh, if Hunter's guilty, yeah, absolutely.
See, that's
Trump?
a super
Oh,
funny
no.
question. How many people here believe that both Trump and Hunter Biden
Right.
should be held accountable for their crimes if convicted by a jury of their peers? And the Republicans like, both of them, huh?
No,
not both of them.
one of them.
One of them,
Yeah,
yes,
the one we don't like.
But like, not both of them.
But you know what's funny?
Oh, and man, right there, front and center, our favorite lady.
Oh, Marjorie Greene, yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jewish space laser green. Anyway, no, the thing about it is it's such, the way he phrased it is great too, but it's such as it just gives you a sense of conservatives. They really do believe that some people are just shit and don't deserve rights. They really believe that, because he literally asked them, do you believe in equal treatment under the law that this country was founded on?
And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Literally no.
We literally fought a revolution against a king to basically say that no, even if you're king, you can be convicted and do time. I mean, that was a big part of the revolution. That was a big part of the whole Constitution and the Continental Congress, was everybody equal treatment under the law. But granted, we've never really done it, you know, because they didn't get rid of slavery. So, and women did get equal treatment to the late 70s, and even then,
I don't know.
That's debatable.
We're
Yeah,
still working on it.
Yeah, go watch the Barbie movie; they cover it pretty well.
Yeah, I was gonna say when we get paid the same, then maybe we'll
talk.
Maybe we'll think that we've achieved that. Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah, the fact that you have to ask for it already tells you there's a problem. Anyway, so continuing on with this hearing. So here's AOC, and a Republican points out a text message where Biden says something about, Joe Biden, the president, says something about a deal or something like that. And he's like, see, he's taking bribes for policy or something, right? Well, here's AOC after the guy does this to explain what's really going on.
That screenshot of what appeared to be a text message was a fabricated image. It was a fabricated image. I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it was the staff of the committee, but it was not the actual direct screenshot from that phone. And in fact, I would like to submit to the committee the actual full context from the Ziegler affidavit number 1, exhibit 402, of the full text of that exchange. Do I have permission from the chair? This is an embarrassment to the time and people of this country. And I would ask that the chair and I would ask that this committee elevate to the promise of our duties here and comport ourselves with the consistency and practice that is required of our seats and our duty and our oath to our responsibilities here. And with that, I yield back. Thank you.
Yeah, but she's right. He fabricated evidence, took it out of context. They actually altered the text, the image of the text, to make it sound. I mean, he literally took things that were 2 things apart. You know, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take anything out of context. In fact, we could joke about, like, I just said kill all the Jews earlier, and yay for me, right?
Next thing you know,
don't take
there's
that
an
out
image of you with a little mustache.
Right. The swastika tattooed on my forehead like I'm Charles Manson. But yeah, I mean, you can't take things out of context like that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just been a shit show. They got nothing. They're fabricating evidence. The evidence they do have, the witnesses they have all said, no, nothing happened. And they won't do any of those publicly because they know the witnesses are going to say nothing happened. And they look really stupid on national television. And furthermore, talking about looking stupid on national television, here's a clip from the David Packwood show that we stole, and he's going to talk about, I think it's, I forget this woman's name, Grace, Representative Grace, but she really drops the ball.
Courageously for the evidence against Joe Biden. Never mind that he's been in public life for 50 years, and they just can't seem to find the evidence. And unfortunately for Congresswoman Nancy Mace, why does it always happen to Nancy Mace? She just can't cite even a shred of an iota, of a kernel, of a crumb, of a seed of evidence. The latest line of questioning from Fox News' Maria Bartiromo, to her credit, it's a good question. You claim that Joe Biden corruptly made policy decisions for profit, either for his own profit or for Hunter Biden's profit. Can you name one such decision from which he profited? And Nancy Mace is like, no, I haven't had time to research that. Really? Because you're going pretty high and fast here on an impeachment inquiry because you're convinced that the evidence is there. You haven't had time? Listen to this.
Have you been able to identify specific policy decisions that Joe Biden made that he was paid for?
Right.
I have not had the ability to research that. I've been looking more at the LLCs, the bank records, all of the lies that Joe Biden has told, and what evidence we have so far in meetings, dinners, appointments.
Yeah. If lies were an impeachable offense, imagine that.
White House records, et cetera, phone messages, text messages, emails, et cetera, connecting the dots with Joe Biden.
And now she's just galloping bullshit. I mean... well,
oh my goodness.
I know, it's all horseshit. But that's the thing is, it's like, did you see any evidence of him taking a bribe? After she's accusing him of taking a bribe. Well, I haven't researched that. Wait a minute. You just accused him of it. You didn't research it? You've had 3 years almost you guys have been doing this shit, trying to impeach him. For nothing. You've got 12,000 documents.
Well, there's like this bait and switch sort of thing she's trying to do because she's like, oh, but I've been so buried under all of his lies that I haven't had time to research the thing I'm actually accusing him of.
Right. It's like, you guys have shown...
Are you kidding me?
You guys have shown Hunter Biden nude pics on the fucking House floor. I mean, of him doing coke and banging hookers. And I'm like, and that makes him less cool? I don't know how that works. You know. I didn't actually see the photos, but apparently Hunter's packing. Apparently he's a big boy.
Really?
That's what I heard. It's not tiny. It's like porno.
Well, I mean,
like porno big.
good for him.
Good for him. Good for him. Like, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she showed those photos, I think she just likes having those. I bet she's got them in the top drawer of her desk. She's like, "Oh, you're a bad boy.
Maybe.
You're a bad boy, Hunter." Oh man. Anyway, the whole impeachment thing is a big nonsense, nothing burger. They haven't impeached him. You have to have a vote to impeach. You have to have a vote to have an impeachment inquiry. They didn't have a vote for that. This is just.
Well,
go ahead.
The whole point, honestly, is just so that when the election time is actually here and the more hardcore campaigning is really underway,
right?
They can be like, oh yeah, Trump was, has all of these court things. Oh yeah, well, I mean, Biden's been impeached. And so they can say that, banking partially on the idea that people sort of know that word, but many people don't know much of what is behind that, like what that really means or requires in a technical sense. So they just hear that word, and if people throw around that somebody was impeached, they go, "Oh, okay," and they take it to mean a particular thing without realizing people are just throwing crap around.
Right. Yeah, it's just